Firefighters rescued the little puppies, but they weren't puppies at all. After rescuing very small puppies, firefighters suddenly realized that these were not puppies at all. Firefighters risk their lives every day to help those who are in trouble. They usually fight fires and their consequences, but sometimes they have to do other equally important work. An unusual incident occurred with firefighters from the Colorado Springs Fire Department. When firefighters arrived at the scene, they discovered that their task for the day wasn't extinguishing a fire, but rescuing several puppies trapped in a storm drain. The professionals handled the situation with expertise, successfully saving the stranded animals. However, what happened next left them truly astonished. Firefighters, known for their dangerous and demanding work, rarely encounter surprises like this one. Firefighters risk their lives every day to ensure our safety and peace of mind. Beyond battling flames, they often assist citizens with challenges that are too overwhelming to handle alone. One day, they might be extinguishing a fire in a burning home, and the next, responding to a family in crisis. Their work is unpredictable, and each day brings new and unexpected challenges. Firefighters from Colorado Springs were taken by surprise when, upon arriving at a call, they were tasked with rescuing several frightened puppies trapped in a storm drain. An unusual but manageable task for the professionals. One firefighter carefully assessed the scene and spotted the tiny puppies huddled at the bottom of the drain. Trembling from fear and cold, their pitiful squeaks pleading for help. The mother dog was nowhere to be seen, which meant the puppies in trouble were most likely very hungry. First, one of the crew members knelt down, lifted a heavy sewer grate, and looked inside. Another firefighter rushed to help, pulling one tiny puppy after another from the drain and carefully laying each one down on a soft towel. In the end, the firefighters were able to rescue a total of 8 tiny puppies. While the rescued puppies rested, firefighters tried to determine their breed. The cubs looked unusual, and firefighters came to the conclusion that they were Labrador puppies. With their dark, shiny fur, it was the best match. Although the puppies were finally rescued from the sewer, their ordeal was not over. They still needed warmth, food, and a vet check. So the cubs were rushed to the Pikes Peak Region Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, where the rescuers were in for a real surprise. When veterinarians took a closer look at the puppies, they noticed something strange. Not only were these newborn animals not Labrador puppies, but they were not dogs at all. But who were they then? Colorado Springs Fire Captain Brian Vaughn still remembers the surprised looks on the crew's faces when veterinarians said unequivocally that these were not dogs. One of the veterinarians confidently said that these were fox cubs. Firefighters were very surprised and puzzled as to how the little fox cubs ended up in the city's sewer system. For veterinarians theorized that the mother fox wandered into the outskirts of the city in late winter, where she ended up in the sewers, and for some reason, she decided that this would be the ideal place to give birth to her cubs. But the mother fox never returned to her cubs. Most likely, something bad happened to her. She was hit by a car or caught by hunters. So, people's help to the little foxes was vital. Fortunately, despite the unusual circumstances of birth, all 8 fox cubs were alive and relatively healthy. Veterinarians had to urgently care for the newborns because they were left without their mothers too early. First, the cubs were given a special milk formula and warmed up. Veterinarians then carefully examined each fox cub to ensure there were no serious injuries or health problems. After all the necessary procedures were carried out, the cubs found temporary shelter in the enclosure of the Animal Welfare Society. Now their main task was to get stronger and grow up. The shelter staff regularly bottle-fed the fox cubs and closely monitored their development. Although the fox cubs were born in the city sewer, they were wild animals by nature. Therefore, after a few weeks, when the cubs became stronger and began to behave more actively, they were transported to a special rehabilitation center. Over the next few months, the fox cubs were prepared for life in the wild under the guidance of experienced center staff. They were taught essential survival skills, including how to find food, avoid dangers, and navigate the forest. After months of rehabilitation, the long-awaited day finally arrived to release the fox cubs back into their natural habitat. The fox cubs were taken to a secluded forest area, perfectly suited for their new life. The shelter staff opened the doors of the portable cages, and one by one, the young foxes dashed out into the fresh air. With their fluffy tails wagging in excitement, they eagerly explored their surroundings, ready to begin their new life in the wild. Thanks to the combined efforts of firefighters and shelter workers, 8 fox cubs were given a second chance to return to their natural habitat. This noble act by the heroic firefighters once again demonstrated their unwavering readiness to help any creature in need. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.